Okay, when we do the reinforcement, we have completed the worksheet. Everyone, I believe, is in the same spot on that. So basically what we have left to do are the financial statements, adjusting and closing entries, and then, of course, the post-closing trial balance. Now, this is a review from Chapter 7 when it comes to doing the income statement. Remember, we have our revenue, which is the sales, and all of our expenses. Okay, and we get those numbers from the income statement, which is below income summary. And then to do the percent of sales, sales is always 100%. We take 2181 divided by 5511. That's how I get this number. And then you'll do the same thing using your numbers. Part B, which is going to be the balance sheet. Okay, we use the numbers out of the balance sheet on the worksheet. Remember, all of our assets are on the left side. Then we do our liabilities. If we have more than one liability, we have a total. And then we have to get capital. Remember, to get capital, if we have a net income, it's going to be capital minus drawing plus net income. If we have a loss, it'll be capital minus drawing minus the loss, and then the capital number goes there. Remember, our total assets and total liabilities and owner's equity are on the same line, and they should balance, and you highlight them once they do. The next part, which will be the adjusting entries and the closing entries, is a review from Chapter 8. Remember, when we do the adjusting entries, we are using the column, the second column, I guess, on the worksheet, which is our adjusting entries, and you're simply recording the debit, which is usually like a supplies expense or an insurance expense, and then the corresponding credit column or account. And then the bottom half is doing closing entries. So you will close sales first, then you will close all of the expenses. Remember, income summary always goes first because we have the total of all the expenses here. Then we would close the income summary account, which is the net income. And then we use the capital. And then capital is listed again, but we are closing the drawing account. And then your last step of the reinforcement is to post all of these onto reinforcement A, which you did earlier in the year. And then remember, the last thing they want you to do is the post-closing trial balance, and that is simply all of the accounts that still have a balance you put in here. Okay, so it'll look similar to this. When you're ready for balances, you can either shoot me an email via Canvas or Google, and I will gladly give you some totals so you can check your work.